Yes, and aside from that, we've just, when we began the show, we had the national football team, that is Engin Firat, speak there. And for a while, he said that he's been saying that he's not been paid by the government for a number of months. I think right now it's almost 7 months. But in your own opinion, should the government be the one paying the national team head coach, or it should be the job of the federation?
I think right now, if you look at the federation does not have the money to pay the coach. So it makes sense for the government to chip in. I think government is if you look at the Sports Act, the government is taking a bigger role in football. And I think it's just, I don't have an issue with the government helping financially in making sure that the coaches are paid. And so for me, it's okay for the government. At the same
time, the government is saying, you know, if we pay the national team head coach, then other federations also want to emulate the same. They want to relinquish that so that FKF can deal with its people in its own way.
Ideally, it all depends, right? I think who pays the coach depends. I think that the government has a role to play, given the amount of involvement that they are you know, the Sports Act gives them right now. They have a role to play. And ideally what you want is a federation that is independent of the government. Ideally, that's what you want. But I think with that comes responsibility. With involvement comes responsibility. And part of it is that, you know, if you are saying you're going to be involved, there has to be something that you give back in return. My take is that if you run the federation properly, that there will be enough money for you to be able to pay the coach. And that will be the ideal thing. But I think that the government has a role to play, given the Sports Act, that I think, you know, makes them also, you know, responsible for some aspects of football, of sports.